Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum,
Bum,
bum.
bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
That's the Tobey Maguire version theme.
Yo!
Amazing Spider-Man 2 predictions! I'm Jeep.
And I'm Rec.
And you may have remembered our Dark Knight Rises predictions video last year.
Yeah, well, this one's gonna top that one and then some.
We were right about a lot of stuff, wrong about a lot of stuff too.
I don't
But this time, we're gonna be alright. With Amazing Spider-Man 2, I know what you're probably thinking. What can these two jackasses say that hasn't already been said all over Twitter, Tumblr, Fuckler, whatever the fuck?
Probably not a whole lot except for what you've been overlooking, you know?
Yeah,
like
a lot.
recent news.
Recent news?
Bet you guys didn't hear about
Recent
this.
news couldn't be overlooked because it flat out exploded over the internet when it was revealed. No, that's
Oh, shit.
when it was revealed that Ben Affleck is playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Fleck? I just don't see that working. I mean, I could see him maybe like converting a lesbian or saving Christmas or some shit, but crawling on walls? What, Matt Damon gonna be Aunt May? Well, come on. Goodwill Hunting spiders. I mean, fuck me,
Oh.
Hollywood. I mean,
Yeah,
how much more...
seriously, what?
How much more predictable can you get? Ben Affleck
Yeah.
is Spider-Man.
Wait,
Could work.
might be the best.
Nah. So in this one, stuff starts to come together. Peter's gonna be graduating. He's gonna be meeting Harry Osborn. And last time we had the Lizard. Oh wait,
Yeah.
the Lizard, Doc Connors. He's in Arkham. Yeah, he's gone. He's in Arkham. Now we got Electro, played by my man Jamie Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Yeah. In all the interviews, Jamie Kennedy has been saying that this new version of Electro is going to be a tortured soul.
Yep, he's gonna be the Rhino.
The Rhino. Wait, no, that's going to be Philip Seymour Hoffman as the Rhino.
Oh.
That's what I heard,
Yeah,
and I don't doubt it because he was in the movie.
no doubt.
Yeah,
It's
no
my favorite
doubt.
band. You really need a good open credit sequence to really set the tone. You know,
Yeah.
it's a period piece.
Now,
You need to set it up.
personally, I'm not a fan of One Direction. I think they're fucking.
But I think it might work here.
After I saw the Morgan Spurlock documentary, I mean, that guy knows what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
did you see that?
You
Movie
seen
in
his
3D?
mustache?
Did you see that?
He knows what he's talking about, and I think these guys are kind of like what Justin Bieber should have been. You know, like
Yeah.
they had this
Should have been 5 people instead of 1.
meteoric rise to fame, but now they're gonna. You know what? The Spider-Man story, the Spider-Man fucking mythos, the Joseph Campbell of it all, really mirrors One Direction's story, because they all came
The
from nothing.
rise and soon to fall.
They came
like
from nothing.
Hard fall
I can
down.
just see
It's gonna hurt.
what's his name? Larry from One Direction with his classic One Direction getup in a
Pretty
trash
sure it's
can.
Barry.
Barry with his classic getup in a trash can, walking away going, "Never again." You know what I mean?
Just
Spider-Man
like-
applies to One Direction.
Remember in Spider-Man 2 when he was like never again, and then he came back.
Then he came back.
Now the Amazing Spider-Man 2,
He ain't coming back.
he ain't coming back.
So they had a meteoric rise, and maybe they'll have a fall one day. But as far as I'm concerned right now, One Direction are like, booyah. So they're gonna be doing the opening credit song, and it's called "A Web in Time," and it's like, dun, 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 yeah, web, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Directed by Mark Webb. I did
Yeah.
hear, by the way, speaking of Mark Webb, that the first shot in the movie is gonna be a cock.
I think it's a clock. Wait.
He said a freaking cock, right? Oh no, a ticking clock. I'm sorry. He said the
Yeah.
first shot of the movie is
Tick-tock.
going to be a
You don't
ticking
stop.
clock because the movie has to do with like running out of time. I'm sure Peter's going to be rushing from
And it's
graduation.
similarly to Spider-Man 2 with Toby.
Yeah, I mean he
You
was
know,
running
he
out of
was
time
running
too.
out of time,
But
too,
let's
so-
face it, we all love those movies for nostalgia purposes. But Toby was a crying.
You gotta grow up. Yeah, you gotta grow up sometime.
He cried in those
he
movies.
just
My
cried.
heroes don't cry.
He's
My
all like-
heroes.
He's all like, "Oh, Uncle Ben.
Hey,
oh,
Uncle Ben.
oh, I can't be with you, Mary Jane.
Sandman
Oh."
killed you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Get
up.
over it. I mean, come
My
on.
heroes
he
were
died.
my heroes were the firemen that were crawling through the wreckage of the World Trade Center. They weren't crying. They were laughing and high-fiving as they saved the fucking day. That's not what this shit is.
Nicolas Cage. That's what this movie needs.
United 23.
United 23.
There's been a lot of rumors about the Sinister Six, and as we all know, you can't just jump right into the Sinister Six if you haven't introduced stuff yet, so they're building up to it little by little. Any comic book fan knows this.
Yep, they're gonna make 6 movies.
Six movies.
It'll be the Sinister Six.
Exactly.
Then Sinister Seven.
One villain per movie building up. First you got the Lizard, now we got Electro, and if Mary Jane's introduced in this one, she'll be the villain in the next one, and then you got Cloak and Dagger in the 5th one, and then the Jackal in the 6th one. They all come together and form
Fan
the
favorite.
Sinister Six.
Oh, you forgot Doc Ock.
Oh yeah, you can't have the Sinister Six without the sinister leader Doc Ock. And we've been hearing some rumors from Alfred Molina that he may return to play Electro in the 6th one. But Doc Ock is going to be played by Paul Giamatti. Y'all heard it.
No, that's it's the Rhino.
Oh yeah, Paul Giamatti's playing the Rhino. Damn it. Yeah, I'm playing the Rhino. Yeah, Paul Giamatti's playing the Rhino. Could have given it to Philip fucking Seymour Hoffman. I mean, I thought it was going to be Philip Seymour Hoffman at first, because, you know.
Natural choice.
In a recent interview, my man Django himself, Jamie Kennedy, said that when he turns into Electro, it's like he's infused with like this whole new hatred. And he says, as far as acting, it's pure hostility and venom. Venom confirmed! Venom confirmed! Eddie Brock himself is gonna be showing up.
Oh yeah.
The Black Beauty himself.
The Black Beauty himself. Venom.
Eddie
you heard
Brock.
it here first.
Venom. Oh, that's we saw the cinematic abortion that was Man of Steel, right? I mean, he killed more people than he saved, right? I can't even look past that for a second.
Superhero does not make.
Superman doesn't make mistakes. He's the Jesus of our times. They didn't even focus remotely on the Jesus aspect of that parable.
I know.
They didn't even touch on that for a second. All they had was, oh, I'm Superman. I'm a mass serial killer.
He's all, I'm Pontius Pilate. Fuck Jesus.
Fuck Jesus. Yeah, it was just like, hello, I'm a liberal-minded individual who enjoys the occasional beer, but Man of Steel offended me. I have deep-rooted jingoistic pride and Christian beliefs that even though I left a lot of that behind, I was fucking outraged.
I felt like I left it behind on my theater seat when I left.
I know.
It was just like I was a new person.
I left my drink in the holster and my entire belief system where my ass was.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Superman. Thanks a lot, Snyder.
Yeah.
Nolan.
Snyder.
So, the bottom line, the conclusion of all this, is that we might not have the legit script on this one like last time, but we have the connections.
Yeah.
And
the script's practically in these comic books.
It is.
It's in there.
You saw Paul
You just gotta
Giamatti
find
on
it.
set with the barbed wire across his forehead. Obviously a concentration
Yeah.
camp victim. He's reading the original Rhino issue. I mean, they're
You
taking
remember
it straight
that.
out of the... I heard, and this is no lie, I heard that Sony executives and Marvel executives, Avi Arad, and the screenwriters, James Van Der Beek and some other guy, they were in a meeting room with Mark Webb, and they said, boom, they threw down their script for Amazing Spider-Man 2, and they said, it's got Electro, it's got Rhino, it's got Mary Jane, it's got Norman Osborn, it's got Harry Osborn. It's awesome. It's going to redeem any flaws of the first one. Let's do this and take the series in the direction it deserves. And he stood up, he unzipped his pants, fucking pissed on their script, and he threw down an issue, #1 of Spider-Man. Even though this is the second one, they already dealt with the origin story. I don't know why he did that. But he threw down issue #1 and said, read it and weep, faggots.
Get the shit out of town.
So that's it, folks. Amazing Spider-Man 2. The web sling is going to be back next year. We couldn't be more excited.
Money Mac Miller!
Money Mac Miller!
Fuck.
You still want to do the Doc Connors thing? So, 47 Ronin's coming out.
And they really are pretty useless.
Yeah, pretty useless with the old dangle weed here.